Give a little time for the child within you. Don't be afraid to be young and free. Undo the locks and throw away the keys, and take off your shoes and socks and run you. Give a little time for the child within you. Don't be afraid to be young and free. Undo the locks and throw away the keys, and take off your shoes and socks and run you. Give a little time for the child within you. Don't be afraid to be young and free. Undo the locks and throw away the keys, and take off your shoes and socks and run you. Give a little time for the child within you. Don't be afraid to be young and free. Undo the locks and throw away the keys, and take off your shoes and socks and run you.
Another case of butterflies. To my surprise, it's been a while. Time was quickly flying by me. I was living city style, cleaning up that pity pile of a problematic, tragic mess. Started falling for the smile of another angel's magic flesh. Heart began to panic, sweats began to soak my clothes. Told myself that I could manage, but there's thorns on every road. Been there before, suppose my broken heart could take a stroll. Intoxicated by the fragrant flowers of her soul. A mental patient knows what poison plants can land a man. If you never take a chance, alone is where you'll have to stand. Hold on tight with both your hands. This roller coaster ride, past the point of going back, it's time to let your soul decide. Don't let fear control your life, you're like a kid again. You might have met your future wife, but life is better with a friend. If your vision is a happy ending that your heart deserves, I love you has been said a lot, but it's not often honest words.
Give a little time for the child within you. Don't be afraid to be young and free. Undo the locks and throw away the keys, and take off your shoes and socks and run you. Give a little time for the child within you. Don't be afraid to be young and free. Undo the locks and throw away the keys, and take off your shoes and socks and run you.
So often I'm reminded of this simple fact. My happiness is all that really matters. On the path to find what's after this, so I have to sit and take a breath, examining what passion is. I failed a lot at love, but fuck the past, a chance exists. Can't be a silly romantic who falls for magic tricks, cause really all my favorite bad habits are mad hazardous. Been chasing the dragon, the rabbit, and dodging the rats, looking for love in the wrong places, and I've gotten trapped. This rotten apple's falling off the tree and rolled away. Surrounded by people, but still alone can't be the only way. The homies say that I should stay and keep my focus, but I refuse to be robotic, going through the motions. My only way of coping is to open up the castle gates, put in my 2 weeks notice, and tell them find a rat to race. The scavengers will have to wait, pretty much not coming back. Fuck you to the managers asking me where their money's at. And here's a funny stat, 80% of love is lust. If we want the other 20, honey, that shit's up to us. What we become is trust, and worth taking the daily risk, changing every maybe with the makings of some crazy kids. I'm not an atheist, so I just pray you understand. Love is in my heart, and either way you've got some other plans. Whatever happens next, I'll have to hold my breath and wait. Is this really real, or is this only how I best escape?
Being with you made me feel that maybe I didn't have to keep planning anymore, because it felt like I was actually living. And that for once in my life, I wouldn't have to work so hard at being happy. That it could just happen.
Give a little time for the child within you. Don't be afraid to be young and free. Undo the locks and throw away the keys, and take off your shoes and socks and run you. Give a little time for the child within you. Don't be afraid to be young and free. Undo the locks and throw away the keys, and take off your shoes and socks and run you.